Can I help you, sir? Yes?
I want to confess to a murder.
A murder? And what murder might that be, sir?
It was 5 years ago, but you wouldn't have heard about it.
No? Why not?
It was someone who's only reported missing.
Oh, I see.
Look, can I talk to somebody about it, or do I have to go somewhere else?
Oh, no, sir, no, you've come to the right place.
I want to speak to somebody fairly high, like a chief inspector or someone.
Well, I'm afraid the chief inspector might be a bit of a tall order, but I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, you see that door, sir? Interview room, if you'd like to step through there.
Look, I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to a detective.
But I'll need to take a few details. Then I'll see who's available. Please. Thank you.
You didn't get a result?
The result? You're kidding. The CPS brief didn't even bat.
You mean to tell me that scumbag walked?
Walked. He flew. First class. Do you know what the judge said? The facts are interesting, but in this case, irrelevant. Now, somebody ought to write to the papers about him.
Oh, maybe it's not such a bad day after all, Jim. Got a bloke downstairs in the front interview room wants to confess to a murder.
A murder? I know, Sarge. Not me. Try Tosh. He's in the canteen.
I've just realised. Got a medical in 10 minutes.
I've just got in.
All the better. Give it a go.
What we got?
Not a lot, I'm afraid. The PNC's down. But have a word with him, see if there's anything in it.
Don't get me wrong, Bob. I'm not ducking out. It's just that I think he needs something to occupy his mind. Otherwise, he'd be down the pub for the rest of the day.
And you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Don?
Well, that's exactly what I would do if I was pissed off.
Hi, I'm Detective Constable Jim Carver. Would you like to take a seat? Now, I understand you would like to tell us something.
Yes, right. I killed this girl. It was about 5 years...
Hang on a second. I have to check these details first.
The sergeant, he did all this.
Yes, but I want to hear it from you. So what's your full name?
Carl Ivan Adams.
Where do you live, Carl?
151 Hartley Gardens.
And what's your date of birth?
6th of July, 1968.
So that's 6/7/68. What do you do as a living, Carl?
I repair pianos.
Is that full-time or part-time?
Whenever I can. Look, can we get on with this?
Now, I'm sorry, Carl, I have to ask you this. Have you ever been in trouble with the police before?
No, not really.
Any advance on parking ticket stuff?
It was about 6 years ago. I was done for shoplifting. I was fined about 100 quid. It was nothing. Look, I want to confess to killing this girl, right? Her name was Wendy O'Connor.
OK, Carl. Why don't you tell me what happened?
Yeah. Wendy O'Connor. She lived locally. I got her to come into the house, and I thought we were getting on well, so I tried to kiss her. Well, it sort of all went rotten. And I finished up stabbing her. This was 5 years ago. It was my birthday.
Have you ever murdered anybody else?
Of course not. What do you think I am in that case? It was just this Wendy O'Connor. It was just the one.
Just the one. But one's enough. All right, Carl, now I've just got to check on something. It won't take long. I'll only be a couple of minutes. Now, you won't go away, will you?
Sure. I'll wait. I'll be here. I mean, I have to stay, don't I? It's all over.
Yeah, Jim was livid, apparently. Alan Woods had to take him out of court. He wanted to give the CPS brief a fat lip.
Who was it? That red-headed guy?
Nah, it's a new bloke.
Sorry to hear you didn't get a result, Jim. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know, but they say I've got to roll with the punches. Anyway, I've got this fella out front. It just might turn out to be my bonus number.
It's picking up already.
Can you do us a favour, Donna? Can you run a check on him for me? Carl Ivan Adams, DOB 6768, shoplifting 8990.
We thought he'd have pulled 5 easy.
What? Oh, yeah, the scrote. He almost cuts his old lady's head off, then his Lincoln's in brief on £3 a day, plays a provocation card, and the judge buys it. It's incredible.
You won't like it.
Oh, no. I don't believe it. He's a compulsive confessor.
He's confessed to the murder of 6 women in the city over 5 years. Hendon, Chelsea, 2 in Hackney, Camden, Brixton.
Yeah, let's have a look. Well, he looks ordinary enough. Have you nicked him?
No, that's him in the front interview room. He just walked in. He's only just put his hand up to another one, hasn't he?
You want to call the council? They got a squad for these sort of people. They throw a net over them.
I should have known he hadn't paid his brain bill. He's wearing odd-coloured socks. Could I have a copy of that, Donna?
Yeah, of course.
Some days you say to yourself, I just can't get any deeper, and then somebody hands you a shovel.
All ready to do Battler area?
Sorry?
For the tasking group meeting.
Right, yeah.
How's the proposal looking?
Oh, it's coming along. The money will certainly come in handy.
Vital, I would have thought. The purse is empty. We're going to have to bat for every penny we can get, Jack.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. The lads will savage me if they don't get some overtime. Excuse me, Derek. Jim, I'm sorry about what happened. I want to get onto the CPS. It's not right.
I felt like shouting something at the man, sir, but there you go. Look, sir, I've got this fella in the front interview room. He claims he's murdered a local girl, but he's a compulsive confessor.
Carl Adams. Never heard of him.
Well, he's put his hands up to the murders of 6 women over the past 5 years. Now, he's not wrapped too tight as this one, sir. He looks smart, but he's wearing odd-coloured socks. Shall I call the doc?
Have you checked the girl out?
Not yet.
Right, you do that and I'll have a word with him.
Well, that's very kind of you, sir.
I'll get rid of him. You check the girl out. It's all right, Carl. Sit down.
Where's the other detective gone?
He's doing something for me. He's looking something up. Right. I'm Detective Chief Inspector Meadows.
Thank God I'm being taken seriously.
Right, Carl.
I did it. Honest. I enticed her into the house. I thought we were getting on well, you know. Thought I'd just put my arm around her like you do. You know? Just give her the one kiss. But it all went wrong. She started screaming at the top of her voice. I thought the neighbours would hear her. And she threw a cup of tea at me. It went all down my shirt. I didn't know what to do. I just panicked. Just stabbed her.
Right, let's get one thing clear. You're on the police computer. We know you've got a problem. We know you've been around to a few other police stations confessing to murders that you haven't done. And I know why you do it. It's because you want to be famous. Well, this is your 15 minutes worth of fame. And I'm sorry we haven't got a camera to record it for you.
I did this one. You've got to believe me.
And you've got to understand that we don't have the resources or the manpower for dealing with stuff like this.
All right, then I'm just going to go somewhere else.
I could arrest you for wasting our time. Do you realise that? I don't want to because it won't solve anything, so sit down. Have you been taking any drugs on a regular basis? You see, you might have skipped a couple of days and you just don't remember.
Of course, I'm not on drugs. I'm not a nutter, you know.
There are people who can help you, you know, Carl. Would you like me to contact somebody?
I walked in here of my own free will. I've confessed to a murder. So why don't you just arrest me for that instead of pussyfooting around?
And why don't you ask yourself, what would you do if you were in my position, eh? Sitting here, bearing in mind your past record.
You've no idea what it's been like.
I'm sure.
Well, come with me. Come with me back to my place. I'll show you where I did it.
So? There is a local girl, sir. Wendy O'Connor. She disappeared 5 years ago, aged 20. Suspected abduction. Now, they had a reconstruction of her last known movements. A WPC played the part. Now, according to this, she's never turned up.
She's a good-looking girl.
What do you think, sir?
No, this isn't the fella, Jim. He needs help. Get a car, we'll run him home. See if you can find out who looks after him. Is this where you live, Carl? It's a nice house.
Come inside, I'll show you where I did it.
Right, Carl. Well, this is all very neat and tidy. Who do you live with?
I live on my own.
So who does the cleaning, then?
Well, I do, of course. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, of course not.
You got any family?
My father's dead. And my mother went off to live in Portugal with a man she met on holiday. She said she was fed up of me.
What about friends?
One or two. Come with me and I'll show you where I did it. This is the place. This is the room that I murdered her in. It's right here.
Do you mind if DC Carver has a quick look around the house?
No, not at all, provided he doesn't touch anything.
He won't.
I used to stand in the front and watch her go past. I remembered her from school. I started working in the garden. Gradually we got talking. After a bit, it took ages, actually. Best part of 6 months. I asked her in. I came in here. She sat there. It's right there. I went out to make her some tea. We talked a bit about this, that, cars, gardening, pianos. She could play a bit. She played that. But her fingerprints are still on the keys. Anyway, I tried to sit next to her, but she didn't like that much. She sort of moved away to one side. I can't understand why you don't arrest me. Do you play that? Not really recommending. There was blood all over here, and I managed to clean it up, and then some went up the wall. But I bet after 5 years, there's not a trace of it left. I told you not to touch anything. That's my personal part. Give it to me!
Hey, now, hang on, Carl. Don't get all steamed up. Let's see what DC Carver has to say for himself, shall we?
I found this in a wardrobe.
Look, this is not fair! You told me you wouldn't touch anything. Give it to me!
It's a scrapbook full of newspaper cuttings from all the murders he's confessed to.
Is this yours, Carl?
Of course it's mine. They're my records. They're private.
You collect all these?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Janet Dwyer. I worked on that one. We got the bloke who did it. Did you put your hand up for that, did you?
Look, I did it to let off the pressure.
You got one here on Wendy O'Connor. You must have bought a lot of newspapers to get all this information. You've got more than us?
Is that how you got the details, Carl, from the newspapers? Well, how'd you do it? Did you just memorise everything?
Here you are. We're sorry.
No, look, it's not what you think! I did this one, I'm telling you! Look, come with me, come on, come with me!
Oh, no. You don't think he's going to dig something up, do you, sir?
No chance. They always bury them under the patio under 2 feet of concrete. Carl! We're leaving! I just want to say...
No, just stay there. You want proof, you can have it. You can have all the proof you need.
Now what's he got?
There we go. That's what I did it with. That's the actual knife. Here, take it away. Have it examined. Go on.
It's not the knife that needs examining, Carl.
Just what do I have to do to convince you people?
How's about showing us where you've buried the body?
There. She's under the concrete path in the greenhouse.
Look, Carl, We're not going to arrest you. We'd like to help you, but we can't act out your fantasies for you. I'm willing to get somebody to talk to you.
I'll dig up the path if you like. It won't take long.
We're leaving.
Please. Please, don't go.
I'm going to have to make a note on our records that you're at it again. And if you continue to pursue this matter, I don't want to see you again without a solicitor.
So Meadows hands him his press cuttings back, and this guy is fluorescent. He keeps going on about how he did it. He's begging to be arrested. And then he rushes out into the back garden.
And he grabs a spade, right?
No, he goes into the greenhouse. Now, this hasn't been used for years.
This is not going to be one of those Bill and Ben Shaggy dog stories, is it, Jim?
No chance. Anyway, he starts ripping up all these dead plants. Now, I'm starting to feel a bit queasy, right? So I turn to the DCI and I say, "You don't think he's going to dig something up, do you, sir?" And he says, "No. No chance."
They're always under the patio.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I was just explaining about what happened with Carl.
Not exactly my yard, are you?
No, I agree, sir. I'll have to, work on it.
Can I have a word, Jim? Suzi. Right, these are the details of a Mr. Wendy O'Connor. Have a good look through them and try and track down her family and anyone who knew her.
Right, is there anything else I need to know?
You'll find it all in there.
Where do I find you if I get a result, sir?
I'll be out with Jim. If anybody asks you what you're doing, just say you're working for me.
Right, sir.
Right, let's get down to Amit, Jim.
Jack, you got a second, please?
Yeah. Can you get a car, Jim? Make sure it's got some petrol in it.
Listen, I hope you're going to be back before the meeting. I was counting on you for a lift.
I haven't forgotten. What time is it?
11:30. Listen, Jack, if you want money for the action plan, you'd better be there.
I'll be there.
You going to tell me what this is about, sir?
Well, I was thinking about Carl last night. So I had another look at Wendy O'Connor's file.
Piece of fruitcake.
Oh, is that all right? But there's something worrying me. He put his hand up for 2 girls who were murdered by Mike Phelan.
Was that the van driver? Well, I thought you put him away when you were at Amip.
I was on the investigation, but I'll go down in the history books as the man who let him go. He seemed likely, but various pieces didn't fit together.
So what happened?
Well, the trail went cold. I got moved on to the Bury Street case. And it was Detective Inspector Bendix who finally nailed him.
Do you remember Carl putting his hand up for him?
No, he must have pulled it up to another station.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't get it. What's Phelan got to do with Carl?
Nothing. Wendy O'Connor disappeared on the 18th of March, a week after I released Phelan.
Yeah, but...
Wendy was just his sort. The profiles of his victims and her are identical.
It's a bit thin, isn't it?
I always thought that Phelan killed more than 2. Sometimes you gotta go on a hunch. Perhaps that's why I'm a detective chief inspector.
Where do we start?
You at one end, me at the other, and we'll meet in the middle.
Look, what are we looking for, Guff?
Anything. Anything recorded at the time of Wendy O'Connor's disappearance. Reference to a third person, note somewhere, phone call, trip, anything.
O'Connor? No, love, they don't live here no more. We bought it from them 4 years ago.
Do you know where they moved to?
Can't remember now, but it is local. Had it written down somewhere. I think it got thrown away. Is it about that girl? Their daughter? The one that went missing and turned up in Australia?
Australia? How do you know she turned up in Australia?
Well, they reckon she ran off with a teacher from the Poly. Everybody was talking about it when it happened. Gordon used to be caretaker there. Is that right, Gordon?
Is what right?
That teacher ran off with the O'Connor girl. The teacher's wife still runs that wine bar in Canley Road. Well, so they say. Is it about the girl? It is, isn't it?
No. We're just bringing our records up to date.
This is what he did to them. Because of me, he was out for 2 weeks longer than he should have been.
At least they got him in the end.
Phelan was involved in a hit-and-run accident. Bendix had to trace a blue van that was seen at the incident. He put 2 and 2 together.
Well, how long did Phelan go down for?
Life. He tried to play the mad card, but he didn't succeed.
Hey. Sir. Look at this. This It's a log of all the trips that Phelan made. What he had in his van, where he went, what time he got back over a 3-month period. They got a map of each of his trips.
That's how they nailed him. So Wendy O'Connor disappeared on the 18th of March, yeah?
Yeah, but she wasn't reported missing until 2 days later. Now, this one only goes up to the end of February. Yeah, here we are. Continued in Book 2. Now, where's Book 2? Book 3.
Sod's law. There's always one missing. They always chuck one out.
Book 2. Here it is. The whole of the month of March. Now, March the 18th. There we are. Leaves the depot in King's Cross at 10:20 with pipes for Westminster. 12 miles total. 1:30 leaves depot with 3 manhole covers for sewage works at Kinsley. Kinsley? That's about 4 miles from Sun Hill as a crow flies. Yep. Sun Hill. Broadway. Tullow Street. Hartley Gardens.
Let me see it. There's no note with this one like the others, is there? Nobody's bothered to follow this up. They haven't even done a dry run for the timing or anything. See, the very day that Wendy O'Connor goes missing, Phelan is in Sun Hill.
Doesn't Carl live on Hartley Gardens? That's on Phelan's route.
Yeah, he does. Why didn't anybody pick up on this?
Well, can't we ask the person who made out the log? I mean, they must know why.
He probably doesn't remember what he was doing the day before yesterday. Now, I think you should talk to Carl. See, he may have seen something, and that's what set him off.
Right.
I'm going to talk to Phelan.
Thanks. Can I help you? I'm WDC Croft, Sun Hill. Is there somewhere we can talk?
What about?
I'd rather we talk in private.
Come through. It's just that I'm really up against it. We had a stag party in here last night and we open in an hour. Got to get all this mess cleared up. Go on, I'm listening.
About 5 years ago, did your husband disappear?
I'm done. Found his body?
Oh, no, he's not dead as far as we know, Mrs. Bradby.
Oh, well, that's a great pity, because that's the best news you could have brought me.
Well, I'm sorry.
He walked out on me and the kids. For some student half his age, he left us with nothing. I don't forget or forgive.
It's not your husband I want to talk about.
Who is it then?
It's the woman he ran off with, actually.
That bitch. How dare you come in here and start asking me questions about that slag?
I'm sorry, but this could be the start of a very serious inquiry.
Oh, yeah? Well, when you find the man who did it, you let me know. I'll get him the best lawyer money can buy.
We're looking for a young woman, Wendy O'Connor, the person your husband supposedly ran off with.
Little tart.
Do you know where your husband is?
I don't know where he is, but I do know where he isn't. Relic Detective Agency, Melbourne. Dear Mrs. Bradby, after extensive inquiries, we cannot find any trace of your husband in this city. Here's one from Perth, Alexander Inquiries. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mrs. Bradby, but your husband cannot be traced here. Chang Detective, Singapore. After a long investigation, we are sorry to say that all our inquiries have drawn a blank. You know something? Up till now, that lot's cost me 10 grand. I don't care if it all goes. I will nail him if it's the last thing I ever do. Let me know if you get there before me. There's a big drink in it for you. Dead or alive, either way will do.
Hi, Carl. How's it going?
I'm fine, thanks. I knew you'd be back. Shall I pack a bag or something?
I'm not here to arrest you, but I have come to ask you a couple of questions. Do you mind if I come in?
No, not at all. Come in.
That's all right, Carl. Just leave it, will you? I only want to ask you a couple of questions.
All right, ask me.
Do you remember the day that Wendy O'Connor disappeared?
How can I forget it?
No, listen to what I have to say.
I'm listening.
Good. Did you see a dark blue Ford Transit van cruising around that day?
Is it important?
Never mind whether it's important or not. Do you remember seeing a dark blue van driving around that afternoon?
I wasn't here in the afternoon.
Where were you?
Yeah. I remember I went out to buy some carpet, a piece of carpet for the back bedroom. Yeah. That's right, I bought some carpet.
Was that before or after you killed Wendy O'Connor?
Before. Why don't you arrest me?
We won't be seeing you again, Carl. Do you want some advice?
What's that?
Get rid of this lot, will you? Pull yourself together. Take a holiday.
You'll regret it, you know.
I don't think so.
You seen the DCI?
He's just gone out, sir.
Well, if he comes back in the next few minutes, tell him I've gone to area, will you, please?
Sir?
Mr. Meadows?
So how he's feeling? Bit of a handful?
No, he's got religion. Good as gold, says his prayers. No one really trusts him. Any cons who says he's seen the light just wants to see it at the end of the tunnel he's dug out.
Does he ever say anything about the murders?
No, he's just trying to work the system. Doesn't want to remind anyone. But he's not getting out of here.
Oh, Mr. Meadows. How have you been keeping all this time?
Fine, Michael. How about you?
Well, I don't get down to the boozer as often as I'd like. But apart from that...
Before I forget.
Ah, that's very kind of you, Mr. Meadows. I don't actually smoke myself. You're lucky to get out of this life alive as it is, as I always say. But rest assured, I'll put them to good use. Don't worry about that.
Well, you can have these lights, Now, I'm wondering if you can help me sort something out from 5 years ago.
5 years ago? I would have thought that ground had been raked over pretty thoroughly by now. I don't really have actually anything to say on the subject. I've confessed and repented to my maker. As any of the screws here will testify. Don't think I've anything more to add.
This isn't linked to your conviction, Michael.
Is that a fact? Let me tell you, I'm so changed. They even let me have my own radio in here.
Well, you may even get a new television set as well.
Aye. That sounds very much like an inducement. If you don't mind me saying so, Mr. Meadows. Could you not come up with something better than that?
Michael, can you remember that the investigation team compiled a logbook of all your van's movements in London over 6 months?
Oh, I do. I most certainly do.
And I'm sure you'll recall that that logbook played an important part in your eventual conviction.
I recall that it did go some way towards convincing the jury as to my guilt. I'll give you that. But I get the feeling that you haven't come all this way to talk to me about my van now, have you?
You're absolutely right. Now, round about the time of your,
unfortunate lapse, I think is the word you're looking for.
Unfortunate lapse. This young lady, Wendy O'Connor's her name, she went missing. And as far as everybody can tell, she hasn't turned up since.
She's a fine-looking girl.
Just your sort.
What's this about?
Just something bothering me. You know, like getting a splinter in your finger. You want to get it out. And you can't rest till it's gone, you know. Only you can sort this out.
2 girls. That's all. That's what I was convicted for. And I have no more to add.
Are you sure? The only way you're going to leave this place is in a box. So why don't you clear your conscience?
I sleep easy. Do you, Mr. Meadows?
Right. According to this logbook, on the 18th of March, you made 2 trips in your van. Now, somebody's gone to the trouble of making maps of all your little trips. Have a look at this one. This puts you in Sunhill, 2:30 on your way out, 3:30 on your way back in. You went down the Broadway, Tower Road, and Harley Gardens, yeah?
You say so, yes.
Now, the 18th of March was the very day that Wendy O'Connor went missing, sometime in the afternoon, and she was last seen near the Broadway. Now, how about that for a coincidence?
Now, how about that for a coincidence indeed? That's unbelievable, that is. It's like one of those tales of the unexpected, that is.
How do you explain it?
That's very good, Mr. Meadows. You've really done your homework this time.
Thank you. So?
I was asked these questions 5 years ago. I'd check the files one more time if I was you.
I need your help.
You need my help. My help so you can pin another one on me. Forget it.
Easy.
You know what you are, Meadows? Stupid. You're just another ignorant plod. You have no idea, have you? You thought you'd prance in here and get old Mick Phelan to take the rap for another one. He's already in for life. Nobody'll care. Well, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to do your job for you. I owe you nothing. You know the first time you interviewed me? I looked at you and I knew you weren't going to get me. And I was right. And you're not going to nail me for this either.
Phelan.
Enough.
So because of this Carl fella, Meadows decides to solve a murder case 5 years later, yeah?
Yeah. It looks like we can pin down Phelan to the last place that Wendy was seen.
Well, am I missing something? Because I really don't get this.
I do. I've seen it all before. The governor gets obsessed by a case, won't let it go. A few years down the line, what do you got? Wacko Jacko Meadows.
No, it's not like that.
Jim, can I have a word in my office? Jim, give us a call if you need a straitjacket.
Well, sir, did he cough? Was he in Sunhill on the 18th?
His van was, but he wasn't. March the 18th is the day after St. Patrick's Day. Phelan was still tanked up. He wasn't fit to drive. So the foreman of the yard sent him home.
Phelan told you this?
No, it's all there in the files. Let's just say we didn't get to it.
So, that's it?
Yeah, get Suzi, tell her to forget it. There's no point in chasing around after Carl Adams anymore. Let's knock this one on the head, shall we?
Sir.
Back again, sir?
I want to see Chief Inspector Meadows and Detective Constable Carver. I don't mind waiting. I'm not wasting your time. I have something very important to say.
Sit down.
I can prove beyond all doubt that I killed Wendy O'Connor.
Carl, I'm going to be blunt with you. You need to see a psychiatrist.
She got an appendix scar. Right here.
Come on, you got that out the newspaper.
Wasn't in the papers. I saw it with my own eyes.
All right. I'll go and check. But this is your last chance. If you're winding me up, I hope you brought your toothbrush because I'm going to nick you. Do you understand?
I understand.
I was left looking a complete fool while my DCI went walkabout.
Sir? Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Can you wait, Jim?
Deal with it, Jack. Come and see me when you're done. Might have calmed down a bit.
Carl Adams is out the front again.
Oh, kick him out.
Yes, I would have, sir, but he said he could prove beyond all doubt that he killed the girl.
He's brought a bin bag with him, right?
No, sir. He says she had an appendix scar, and it's here in her file. Now, it's not the kind of thing you put in the papers. He says he saw it.
Has he got a solicitor with him?
He's on his own.
Right. We'll do a recorded interview with him under caution. If he's on his own, I want somebody with him. An appropriate adult.
Shall I see if there's a social worker available, sir?
Yeah, good idea.
We'll nail the lid on this once and for all. Suzi, get back onto the O'Connors.
But Jim said...
Just do it. Interview with Carl Adams. Those present, DCI Meadows, DC Carver, Kathleen Amos, a social worker. Commencing 2:10. Do you understand what's going on, Carl?
Yes, I do.
Right, I'm going to caution you, Carl. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something you later rely on in court. Anything you say may be given in evidence. You can leave here any time you want, Carl.
I just want to get on with it.
Right. Well, I'll also point out you're entitled to legal representation at any time, but you waive that right and you accept Kathleen Amos here as an independent observer, someone to whom you can turn to for advice at any time. Now, do you agree that what I've said is correct?
I agree that what you said is correct.
Right. Now, in your own time, you tell us what it is you want to say.
5 years ago, I lured Wendy O'Connor into my house and stabbed her. I wrapped her body in an old carpet and buried her under the greenhouse. Since then, I've confessed to murders of 6 women in London because I wanted to be caught. And now I feel relieved that it'll all be over soon.
Did you do anything to her?
Of course not. What do you think I am? She was dead, wasn't she?
Mrs. O'Connor?
Yes, that's me.
I'm WDC Croft, Sunhill. I'd like to talk to you about your daughter, Wendy.
Have they found her?
We'd like you to wait in here until we've made a decision, Carl. Now, you can ring that bell any time you want, and the custody sergeant will come and see what you want. But I suppose you know all this already, don't you?
Hurry up, will you?
Oh, yeah. We'll hurry up.
There were lots of rumours after she went missing.
She'd been seen in Leeds. Somebody said she'd been kidnapped and taken to the Middle East. She wouldn't harm a fly. Ask any of her friends.
Her dad used to say that her smile would light up a small town.
I reckon it killed him, her going like that.
She's very pretty.
She'll have changed in 5 years, but I'd still recognise her. She might even have children. I could be a granny, you know. Me, a granny, imagine it. I'd love to see her again. She's still my little girl.
Have you ever heard from her? I mean, anything at all, doesn't matter how small.
No.
What do you think happened to her?
I think she's still alive somewhere. I know she's alive. It's something her mother knows. She'll get in touch one day, won't she?
I'm sure she will, yeah.
So, on the word of some nutter, you and 2 officers waste the whole day chasing around. And you make me look a complete fool.
Well, it was a confession to a murder, sir.
We waited half an hour for you to turn up with your begging bowl. Then I watched Barton Street take the whole pot.
What, all of it?
There's nothing else coming in for some time, Jack. So CID had better start rattling their tins down the high street.
Well, I felt I had to check Carl out.
Perhaps. But you were after Phelan. Look, we all know what happened, Jack, but he's in prison now. He's not going anywhere.
Well, I had to look into it. What if Phelan had killed Wendy O'Connor after I'd released him?
Oh, so that is what this is all about, is it? Clearing your conscience? Well, pursue your hobbies in your own time.
So what should we do about Carl?
What do you think?
Well, there's just something at the back of my mind telling me that maybe just this once. But then again...
You still trust your hunches, then? What about the girl?
Well, her mother reckons she's still alive.
Is the man obviously unstable?
Well, who's to judge? It could just be an elaborate hoax. I mean, he's a nobody. Even his mother ran off to Portugal to get away from him. I just can't help thinking that if I dig up that garden, I'm going to be left with egg all over my face.
Well, it's your call, Jack. It's your men and your money, what you've got left of it.
Right. I'll just have to go for it.
Well, no doubt I'll hear through the station whether or not you've struck gold.
Thank you.
Jack, Why don't you try using ground-penetrating radar? Those boys will tell you within half an hour if there's anything there. And it'll be a lot cheaper for you than digging up all his shrubs.
Well, either way, if there's nothing there, I'm going to look like a complete prat.
Just like I did this morning. Might do you some good.
Matt, I want Carl Adams.
Right. You letting him go?
Not exactly.
What is it?
It's your big moment, Carl.
How long will it take?
Oh, 5 or 10 minutes.
What with that thing?
Don't call us the corpse busters for nothing, sir. Doesn't look much, but the scanner head gives out high-frequency electromagnetic wave signals. They're either absorbed or reflected, depending on what's down there.
So you can actually tell where the body's buried?
Not exactly, but we can see all the anomalies. The ones we think are worth taking a look at, we take the spade to.
Well, that's where he says it is. So let's see if he's telling the truth or just jerking us around, eh? Hello, Danny. What are you doing here?
Meadows warned Amick what he was up to, so I thought I'd look in. Give me a chance to see Meadows put his foot in it.
Right. Hello, Danny. You missing your old mates?
No, sir. Detective Superintendent Wells asked me to look in.
Well, you better come and join the party, then. Carl, we're about to start searching. Is there anything you want to tell me before we do?
No, I've told you everything.
So what do you say to people when you turn up with all this rig, then?
You say from the gas board or unblocking their drains. Don't attract attention. Ready when you are, Mr. DeMille?
So, what have we got?
Right, start her up. Now, that's the concrete of the path inside the greenhouse. Those are the various layers of soil below. And I'll mark the area we want to concentrate on. How long is it going to take?
I don't know. I've never been involved in anything like this before. Do you know you've got odd socks on?
Oh, so I have. Fancy that. Right, I'm just going to stop it there. Now, you see that bit there? You see where it rolls around? That's where the ground's been disturbed. You see how the layers undulate?
Is she there?
Well, I don't know. Could be a pipe. It's only about 3 feet deep. But the ground's been dug up at some time, that's for sure.
So you can't be sure it's a body?
A body's organic. Soil's partly organic. It could very well be, but then again...
Carl, are you still sticking to the same story?
Yes.
Right, well, you just listen, son. Just listen what I've got to say. If it turns out that you've been lying, you'll remember this day for the rest of your life. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Don't worry, I'll remember it.
Right, we've got a lift off. You do this every day?
No, not every day. We always try and have a light breakfast if we're working in the morning.
I bet you do. It's disgusting. Get special allowance for doing this job?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we get a consistency rate. Gooier it gets, the more money we cop.
Yeah. How much deeper? It's got to be about 3 foot already.
Oh, no, a bit further yet. Don't worry, after 5 years, it won't be mushy.
You've got to be technically proficient to interpret what you see on the screen. No, you can't see it. No, we haven't found anything yet.
We found something.
Look, I'll have to get back to you. Something's turned up. What is it?
A rolled up carpet. Mick's having a look at it now.
Bingo, one body. Better get a pathologist. Looks like an IC1. It's a woman with grey hair.
Grey hair? She can't have. She was only 20.
You come and have a look for yourself.
No, it's all right. I'll take your word for it. Is there anything else that's identifiable?
Yeah, she's wearing a wedding ring and an engagement ring. She's definitely quite elderly. She's got false teeth.
Yeah, we found her. But it's not Wendy O'Connor, is it, Carl? The woman wrapped in the carpet has got grey hair. Who is it?
Wendy. It's Wendy O'Connor.
No, it's not. You're lying to me again. Wendy O'Connor is a young woman. The body that we found is an old woman.
I killed Wendy O'Connor.
You killed Wendy, did you? So where's her body? Because it's not under the greenhouse. Have you murdered 2 people, Carl? That's a different league. Perhaps there's more than 2 people buried in the garden.
No, it's just Wendy.
You come with me.
Where are we going?
Come on, Carl. Come on.
Do you believe me? Do you believe I killed Wendy?
No, I don't. For what it's worth, I think she's alive and well and probably sunning herself on Bondi Beach. You lot, stay here. You, with me. I've taken a lot of stick because of you. The opinion of son Ellis is you're a nutter. But I took you seriously. I authorised the search of this garden because of the information you gave me about Wendy O'Connor. That's information the paper's never published. How did you know about the appendix scar? Did you undress her before you stabbed her or after you're a sicko? Tell me, Carl.
I remembered her from primary school. She used to show us in the toilets. But it is her. It is Wendy.
So who's this in here, then, eh? Who's this, Carl? Look, Carl! There's an elderly lady down there with grey hair. Now, your mother was moving. You told me that she'd packed her bags and was going to Portugal. About 5 years ago. About the same time that Wendy O'Connor disappeared. Were you angry with your mother, Carl? I'd have been angry being left on my own. Didn't she care for you?
She said she'd had enough of me.
She said that? Well, I'd have been furious. See, I think you killed your mother because she was going to Portugal. Now, that's right, isn't it, Carl? Come on, get it off your chest. You'll feel a lot better.
I'm trying. I've tried for 5 years. But I can't. I can't.
Tell me what happened when your mother left. What did she say?
She was leaving on my birthday of all days. She said she never loved me. She couldn't stand me.
That was the final straw, wasn't it? Eh? All that pressure. Nag, nag, nag. It'd been going on and on for as long as you can remember. And then she said she was going, after all you'd done for her. I'd have been angry. I'd have been so angry I don't know what I couldn't have done.
Yeah.
Angry enough to hit her. Angry enough to stab her.
You know, it's quite a big deal to kill your mother.
Well, you did, didn't you?
Yes. I did.
Congratulations, Carl. Feel better. I'm arresting you for the murder of your mother. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something you later rely on in court. Anything you say may be given in evidence.
Mr. Dwyer, Mr. Didcot, and Mr. Barrett, handling stolen goods.
Oh, yeah, I booked him in last night. I thought he'd been gone by now.
DC's case says he's been very cooperative.
One of Rod's dead certs, eh? How you doing? Good. Nice to start the day with a ray of sunshine.
Well, they're all yours, mate. I'm
off. Cheers. See you tomorrow. Rod?
Sarge.
What about Barrett?
Oh, it's all in hand.
You are aware that his 24 hours is up for review in 40 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you going to charge him or not?
Well, look, I'm just on my way out to raid his handler. I'll sort it out when I get back. Look, he's been very helpful. He's not going to scream about an extra couple of minutes, is he?
We'll get it sorted, yeah?
I will, Sarge.
Rod, you ready?
A very popular man. 40 minutes.
Don't worry about it.
I don't worry about it.
These things are just routine. They're not what you call pleasant. Just go and do the jobs. Don't get involved.
Do I get a written test when we're finished?
You know, you're getting on when the bailiffs start looking younger.
You got the bully boys today, you dirty work for you?
Mr. Cullen.
Good, you're here.
BC Stamp, Slater, Sunhill. What's going on?
His name's Frank Gow. I'm about to repossess the property.
Expecting trouble?
He claims he's not going to give up the place. I'm hoping that when he sees you, he'll take the sting out of him.
Have you served the court order?
I'll wait till he got here. I did ask your inspector to send a couple of big lads.
If you need us, we'll be by the car.
Good. Mr. Gow, this is a court order for repossession.
Nice house.
To do is vacate the property and save us all
If you like that sort of thing.
Do you reckon it's worth?
Haven't a clue.
Not going to get his money back now, is he?
Well, I'm not leaving. Not now, not ever.
You come in here early from school. I never say anything, do I?
Did you call her, sir?
Yeah, she smashed my window right in front of me.
Did you?
I've just told you, she did it. But look at the state of me door. That is going to cost me an absolute fortune to put that right.
Would you shut up about your stupid door? You're doing my head in.
Did you do it?
Of course I did it. My name's Anne Gow, I live at 12 Fawcett Gardens, and I want my dad.
Didn't even try and run away. She just stood there. Cheeky little cow. Well, I want to press charges.
Yeah, I thought you might. Look, I'm arresting you for criminal damage, OK?
You can't arrest me. I'm a minor. You've got to get my dad.
Yeah, well, I'll take you down the station. We'll fetch him from there, all right?
They could rush him. If he saw four of them coming at him, he'd soon move out, wouldn't
What's happening?
he? They're trying to move him out to number 12.
He's not a nutter, you know. He's all right. A bit intense, mind, but nice. He architects my ceiling for me.
Really?
Do you know him well?
I live across the road. You wouldn't believe the state of that place when he moved in.
He'd do it up himself?
Well, he had a few mates help him, but he did most of it. He likes all that DIY stuff. When he did my ceiling, he wouldn't take a penny for it.
Bit of a handyman, is he?
He just comes over and helps out. Babysits for me. It's like having a man about the place, but without the grief.
Oh, here we go.
He wants to talk to you. He thinks you're here to arrest him. Can you straighten him out on that score?
OK. What did you say to him?
I told him to vacate the house.
That's all?
I'm not here to discuss it with him. Look, I know it's not your job, but if you can get him to come out and save us all a lot of aggro.
You're right, though. It's not my job. Would you put that down, please?
Sorry.
So what's the problem?
I want you to get rid of them. They're trying to steal my house.
They've got a court order. You have to surrender the property to Mr. Cullen now.
I'm not going anywhere. Do you hear that? I'm not going anywhere.
All right, just take it easy.
For 10 years, I have put everything into this house, every penny, every last drop of sweat, and they want to take it away from me. They're not going to. It's the bloody building society's fault. They'll not give me any more time. I'll get another job. I'll pay off the arrears.
I'm sorry, but that's between you and the building society.
I built this place up for my family, and they're trying to take it away from me. Do you understand that?
Of course I do. But that doesn't change the law. Now, why don't you do yourself a favour? Hand the place over.
Is there really nothing I can do?
Not until after you've handed over the property.
Can I get some stuff together?
Sure. Got 10 minutes. He'll be out in 10 minutes.
Come on, you're being released.
Skase know about this.
Look, I don't know what impression Mr. Skase gave you, but I'm in charge here, and your 24 hours is up, and that's as long as we can keep you.
I'm free to go, yeah?
After you.
How much longer we've got to be here?
10 minutes, eh?
Mr. Gow.
I didn't mean to show you up.
No? What did you mean?
I just needed to be on my own to think.
Well, do you think you'll be coming out now?
No.
Mr. Gow, they aren't going to go away this time.
Me neither.
If you keep this up, all you're going to do is get yourself in a lot more trouble. Have it your way.
All right. Hang on. You're not going to arrest me?
No. This is a civil matter.
Do you want to come in?
Why?
I can't think straight with them watching. They won't try anything when you're in here, will they?
Probably not.
What's your mate playing at? We're supposed to be getting Gow out of there.
Don't worry, Tony knows what he's doing. 595 from 408 receiving.
Yeah, what's up, Nick?
Is everything all right in there?
Yeah, fine. I'll get back to you.
Vultures.
I'd like to come away from the window, please.
I'd offer you a cup of tea, but we're out. My daughter usually takes care of things.
Where is your daughter?
She's at school. I'm not going to let her education suffer.
What does she think about this?
She's completely behind me 100%.
Even though she knows you may get yourself hurt? Maybe even arrested?
If she had her way, she'd be here with me.
What about your wife?
Long gone. When I lost my job, she was the first one to stab me in the back. Never mind her.
OK, Mr. Gow.
Frank. Call us Frank.
OK, Frank. But you can't stay here. The council's got an emergency housing officer. She'll find you somewhere where you and your daughter can go.
I don't want the council to do anything for me.
And what do you want?
I've got this place. I don't need the council. Look, we're men, right? We raise a family and we look after them. If we can't do that, we're a waste of space, right?
But they've got the court order.
So?
It's the law.
Stuff the law. All I have had since this started is the court telling me what to do. Do you know what it is like to stand in a court when they're taking your home away from you?
I've stood in plenty of courts.
Oh, is that right? And you've had them looking down on you like you're scum?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but not one person in that court made a single move to help me keep my home.
It's not their job.
No, their job is to tell me to open up and make them tea and scones. I'm not going to do it.
Frank, any minute now the bailiff's going to come in, do his job and kick you out of here. He doesn't want any trouble. It's in your best interest to think about that. Can your daughter go and stay with her mum?
She's not getting her.
Just until you sort yourself out.
She's staying here with me.
Did you win custody?
No. But, I didn't have to because her mother's know what you'd call the homely sort.
Well, if she doesn't want custody, there's no harm in your daughter going and spending a couple of weeks with her.
Just go away. I've had it up to here.
You asked me to come in.
Yeah, well, now I'm telling you to go. See, it's... Her mother wants to take Anne. She keeps telling the court that I can't put a roof over Anne's head. Apparently that makes me an unfit father. Well, people can say what they like about me, but nobody will be able to say that I cannot put a roof over my family's head.
Can you get your mate out of there?
595 from 408 receiving.
Go ahead, Nick.
Mr. Cullen would like to know if you're going to be very much longer.
Can you give us a minute?
You've got your own place, right?
Frank, we haven't got time. No, I don't, but it doesn't...
How come?
Frank, the bailiffs...
How come?
I nearly bought the place.
So what happened?
I couldn't afford it.
You were lucky.
Didn't feel lucky. Come on, Frank, let's go. Think about your daughter.
I am thinking about her.
I guarantee you, if they force an entry, your wife will use it against you.
She can't do that.
You're handing your daughter to her on a plate. Now, come on, before you do her any more favours. I'm trying to help you.
Didn't ask for your help. I didn't ask for anybody's help.
Great. Stay here then. Lose your house and your daughter. Then you'll be fine. No one will need you anymore.
Go on! Get out! No, wait! Wait. If I go now, she can't use this in court.
I don't know. But it would look a hell of a lot better for you.
Mr. Gow! What are you putting in front of the door?
Get away from my house!
Blocking the door with
Mr.
me?
Gow!
I don't know, there was a stand in the hall.
It's like how Mr. Gow's been watching too many cowboy movies.
Come on, be sensible.
So what are you saying then?
He thinks he's being pushed into a corner and he won't back down. Like you say, too many cowboy films.
I'm nearly 15. I don't want my mum. I want my dad.
All right. Where is he at work?
No, he's at home. 12 Fawcett Gardens. I've already told him that. Can't he go and get him?
All right. What's the telephone number?
I'm cut off.
What's his name?
Frank.
Right. Vicky? We're going to put you in a detention room, Anne, while PC Ellis here goes and gets your dad. He won't be long, OK? Reg?
Remember, it's my dad I want.
Right, I'm ready to deal with Barrett now, Sarge.
Are you?
That's what I said.
Have you got a minute? Excuse me, Alan.
Sarge?
When Barrett's 24 hours had expired and I got no further instructions, I released him. That was 20 minutes ago.
It's very funny, Sarge. You've let him go?
That's what I said.
What about our agreement?
We didn't have any agreement. I warned you about the review. And you want to book this prisoner in?
Tony, Nick.
Reg?
Is this where Frank Gow lives?
Yeah. Why?
I just arrested his daughter.
What's the charge?
Criminal damage.
What'd she do?
Nah, she's just stuck a brick through a glass shop door.
She's down the neck.
Mm.
Come on, Richard. Hold it. You let me through.
What are you doing?
I've got to talk to him.
He'll be out soon enough.
It's police business. Frank. It's PC Stat. Can you let me in?
No.
It's important. Your daughter's been arrested.
I don't believe you. She's at school.
She's at Sun Hill. She's been arrested for criminal damage.
You think I'm stupid?
Mr. Gow? I'm PC Hollis. I'm afraid it's true about your daughter. I arrested her myself.
She's not a vandal.
Maybe not, but we need you to come down to the station.
I don't know if it's relevant, but, well, she seemed pretty keen that her dad come down.
Frank, she asked for you.
She didn't ask for her mum.
No.
Get rid of the bailiffs and I'll come with you.
I can't do that. But what's more important, this house or your daughter? Come on, Frank.
There you go. Thanks.
Bob,
Sir?
Ron's just informed me that you released his suspect.
That's correct. She's 24.
Yeah, I know the details.
If Rod's case doesn't follow custody procedures, it's me who gets it in the neck.
Yeah, well, nevertheless, it's been a cock-up.
Yeah.
Can we have a private word?
Yeah, of course.
Now, I know Rod should have followed custody procedure, but he thinks if he's putting his neck on the line, he's entitled to a little bit of slack, and I agree with him.
Yeah? But what if your case gets thrown out because I haven't followed procedures?
Fair enough, Bob, but you know the score.
And he doesn't. You give Rod a bit of leeway, and he thinks it's a licence to do what he wants.
Well, I don't want it happening again.
It was avoidable.
On both sides.
Yes. But Rod needs to be put straight on a few things.
What were you doing at the shops?
Go on, tell him.
Were you bunking off school?
Yeah. A lot of the kids from school hang out there. They can get fags.
Is that why you were there?
No. It was just somewhere to go. I wanted to be on my own.
What happened in the shop?
I went in for a drink, and that stupid git started ragging on about me not going to school. You heard what he was like. So I put his door in.
Can't go around smashing people's doors.
Mr. Gow? And you haven't told us yet why you did it?
He was getting on my nerves.
You committed an act of criminal damage. We want to try and find out if there's an explanation. So, why didn't you go to school?
I went this morning.
Did something happen at lunchtime?
I went home.
And?
We had a fight. Well, not a fight, you know, a row. All these blokes are coming from the house, and he's sitting round making lunch like there's nothing wrong. Another ordinary day with my dad. I told him to forget the house, but he won't get it through his thick skull that it's gone. I told him that if he didn't leave, I'd go to my mum's.
And what'd your dad do?
What's that got to do with anything?
He packed me off to school and said he'd see me later.
There's something that I don't understand. You're upset about the row, well, fair enough. But then you asked us to fetch your dad.
She wanted me to sort it out.
You didn't try and run away. You waited to get caught.
So?
It looks to us like you sussed there was going to be trouble at the house. So you smashed the door knowing we'd have to bring your father down here.
What do you mean?
Anne's a minor. If we interview her, she has to have a parent or an appropriate adult present. Did you know that, Anne?
No, I didn't.
Is that why you didn't ask for your mum?
I didn't want her.
Is your mother behind this?
No.
Why didn't you go to school like I asked you?
Somebody has to look after you.
No. I look after you.
Please, Mr. Gow.
It's you that I'm doing this for.
I don't want to live in that house. I'm glad it's gone. I hate it. You scare me with that house. I've told you this loads of times, Dad. But when you don't want to hear.
But you committed a...
I want to stay with you, Dad. But just not there. I had to do something.
So she admitted it?
Yes, sir. Looks like she reckons that it was the only way she could stop him getting hurt.
It sounds like charging her would do more harm than good.
Well, the house was the problem. That's gone now.
Reg, you're the arresting officer.
Oh, well, so I think I'll go along with Tony. The shop winners are Sonny Hill can rest now.
Huh. Good. Well, let's get this one through quickly, eh?
Sir.
All right, boss.
All right, the DCI's in a meeting. He wants to see you in his office when he gets back.
Oh, yeah? Do you say what about?
No, but it's probably something to do about it.
Probably some overtime in it for me.
You never know.
Where are you going to go?
Dunno. Are they finished?
In a minute. Frank, just stay away from the house.
Promise.
And you better get in touch with the newsagent. You have to pay for his door.
I've got no home, no job. What with? Hey, you any good for a tap?
Yeah.
I understand you wanted to see me, sir.
Yeah, I spoke to Sergeant Cryer. We agreed about the situation.
Well, that's good to hear, sir. I put in too much work nicking Barrett and trying to get him to cooperate for uniform to screw it up. They were lucky.
Lucky?
Yeah, Sergeant Cryer was lucky that I got the result. And they didn't release someone more dangerous.
So you think he made a mess of it?
Well, with respect, sir, a complete dog's breakfast.
Well, I don't want you doing Sergeant Cryer any favours. The suspect was let go without being charged while you were getting your case together. I'd call that a cock-up. Don't kid yourself. You screwed up. You know the rules and you chose to ignore them. Sergeant Cryer knows the rules and he followed them.
Sir?
You were lucky. Because if Barrett was a real villain, I'd be down on your head so hard you'd be doing your shoelaces up with your teeth. And don't take me for the clown, Rod. You're not smart enough. Now get out there and bring Barrett in.
Sir?
Did you get your overtime, Rod?
Sierra Oscar 85 from Sierra Oscar, receiving.
Go ahead, Polly.
We've had a call from Anne Gow. Her dad's gone missing. She's asking for Tony. Says he'll know where he's gone.
Take it. Yeah, we'll do, Pop.
Not a word.
What's this going to achieve?
Just thinking.
Maybe tonight you should do your thinking somewhere else.
Where, home?
I've been done over by everybody. Building society. Even my daughter pulled a fast one.
Is that why you dumped her at the B&B?
She'll be all right.
Where'd they put you?
Gadsden Road.
Delightful. Nice place for a young girl to be left on her own.
Just trying to work out what to do next.
Any ideas?
Dunno. Get another place. Do it better this time.
Good. Go on in. Drop you off.
Just leave us here, eh?
Let's go, Frank. It's cold. Look, Anne's on her own in Gadsden Road. Don't know about her. It'd scare me.
Thought we weren't going to get involved.
Don't choose to.
Whatever happened to drinking up time? It's not even 11 yet.
Bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah. Sierra Oscar from Sierra 1, TOA 2257.
Sierra Oscar received. Situation report?
We're outside the Cranley Arms now, Sarge. You got any more details of that disturbance?
No, but a gunshot was heard, so proceed with caution.
What do you reckon? Take a look.
It's a comfort knowing we've got body armour, isn't it?
Yeah, Oscar received. No sign of any activity. Gonna take a closer look.
Yeah, received.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I haven't done anything. I'm clean. I'm clean.
Oh, yeah?
And you are?
Dave, Hughes.
All right, Dave Hughes. What's this all about? Don't shoot.
Don't know.
The landlord, Eddie, where is he?
I didn't see anyone.
Hello, Neil.
Oh, Neil, is it?
Neil Henry, wanted for non-payment of fines.
Look, could you hold on to him for a minute, please?
Yeah, all right. What's going on, mate?
I don't know.
Where is everyone?
Eddie, what the hell?
Right, I think you should stop that.
What's going on?
Some jerk's been sick, that's all.
Where's the light switch in there?
Who's been hurt?
It's nothing.
What's happened?
Don't be stupid, Eddie.
But you like being a licensee, do you?
Oh, come on.
Your choice.
Oh, yeah. Great. Legs broken. Pub torched. Fat lot of use of licenses then.
Heart bleeds for you.
So does this mean you were the only witness? So who's to say how we found out?
I really don't deserve this.
Eddie.
Royal.
Michael Royal?
So who's he hurt this time?
No. The other way around.
What?
He left. There was a shot.
Royal's been shot?
He went out back to the car park. There was a shot. Then he staggered back in.
Where is he now?
Sorry.
But he's not here?
No.
Anyone with him?
There might have been.
OK. Let's take a look out the back, shall we?
And there's no telling where he's gone or how badly he's been injured?
No, not yet, Sarge.
Right, cheers, Tony.
Royal's motorbike. So it must have gone off in a car. Whose car? Who with?
Us. Eddie, I don't know. I don't even want to know.
Oh, it's Michael Royal. I mean, where'd you start?
Crack dealer of the year in '94.
Yeah, runner-up in '95. Is he still wanted for attempted murder?
Yeah.
Nice bloke then.
Yeah, top draw.
Sierra Oscar 85 from Sierra Oscar.
Go ahead, Sarge.
You anywhere near St Hughes?
Gatley Road, Sarge.
Sorry to interrupt.
Stand by.
Suspects on at Wolf Crescent Health Centre.
Yeah?
I mean, is that a coincidence? Royal's been shot. Would he head for casualty or what?
Sierra Oscar 85 from Sierra Oscar. Suspects on Wharf Crescent Health Centre. Can you deal?
On way.
May be connected with tonight's incident, Gary, so approach with caution.
Received, Sarge.
Lights are on. Right, I'll check round the back.
.363 from 358.
Go ahead, Gary.
No sign of entry round the front.
Oh, wait a minute. There's someone inside. Heading your way, I think. I don't know how you got in there. Shh.
All right, what do you think you're doing? What's going on? Come on. All right. Take your hands off.
Stand still.
I'm here on legitimate business.
Is that right, sir?
Yes.
And you are?
I'm a doctor, David Montague, one of the partners here.
Any proof of identification, sir?
Look, I don't have anything on me. Look, this is an emergency. One of my patients is seriously ill. Well, the ambulance is on its way, but I think I can get there first, if you give me the chance. But keys. I've got keys. There's proof. How else do you think I got in?
OK.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're sorry. It's just that we saw a light on there.
Don't worry, but I must go.
Right, excuse me, sir. What's the address?
What?
We'll give you an escort.
Oh, right. Yes, thank you. 71 Elcott Street.
It's a red Escort and they've smashed the
Evening, sir.
driver's side window.
Hope I didn't drag you out of bed.
Even if I had a witty rejoinder to that remark, Matthew, I wouldn't waste it on you.
Early 20s? Right. OK, can I have your name?
Royal showed up yet?
No.
Well, let's hope he bleeds to death before we find him.
Straight away, thanks very much.
You got him out of bed, Sarge.
Not his own, I bet.
358 from Sierra Oscar. Situation report.
No further action taken. Doctor on emergency call. Now escorting him to 71 Elcott Street. ETA
4 minutes.
ETA 4 minutes. Ambulance already on way.
Received.
Nice move, that, Gary, banging the doctor up against the wall. Do you reckon he'll complain? Hold on a minute, hold on. Where's he gone?
Don't know. We weren't going that fast, were we? Maybe he's gone a different way. Shortcut.
Royal comes out of the car park, gets himself shot, bleeds like a stuck pig, staggers back inside, and then vanishes.
Yes, sir.
And apart from Neil and Eddie, nobody sees or hears anything.
Right. Oh, it's a fair bet half those in there tonight had good reason to make themselves scarce.
Only Neil wasn't quick enough with the mark, was he?
He was stuck in the bog.
Oh, great. No 71.
358 from Sierra Oscar.
358 receiving.
Your PNC, the registered keeper, is Dr. Montague, the Wolf Crescent Health Centre.
Is there a home address, Paul?
No.
Yes, I did get the message, but you better remind me.
Michael Royal, 5'10", dark hair, bullet hole.
I walked into that one.
PCA, madam. Have you got the number?
I don't believe this. What
Yeah,
a pair of
okay, thanks,
Herberts.
bye.
We'll give you an
Sierra
escort.
Oscar from 358.
Sierra Oscar receiving.
Just a thought, Paul, but if the health centre's alarmed, Montague might be a listed key holder.
Brilliant.
Received. Got it.
No sign of his car?
No.
Hello? Police? Anyone here? Steve? Have a look at this. Whoever it is hasn't hung around. Could it be Royal?
Well, they can't be on their own. Not get here, get this started, then get off again. Dr. and Mrs. David Montague. It looks like she's been here as well.
Who shot Royal?
You must have heard something.
I didn't.
Who was with him then?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't believe this! He's out there badly wounded, been driven around by some doctor whose wife's been held hostage, and you're acting like you didn't even notice Royal had got shot!
How long were you in the Cranley Arms tonight? An hour? 2?
An hour.
Then you must have seen him in the pub.
Dealing, was he?
What was it, crack? So we had a lot of visitors. You one of them?
There was a girl.
What girl?
She was begging him, and Royal wouldn't give her any.
Go on.
She then, for 20 quid, you know, offered herself, just like that, to anyone in the bar.
What happened?
Eddie threw her out. But she came back later. There was some shouting. She was screaming at Royal. He dragged her out into the car park. Then I heard a shot.
Who was she?
Describe her.
Long hair, dirty, short skirt, black leather jacket.
A Tom.
Called? Called?
Something like, Annabelle.
Annabelle. Wouldn't she do it for a £5?
Help! Quick, please, somebody help! Yes? In the car. Quick, please, hurry. Jim?
It's too late. It's too late. He's dead.
Yes, why not? I think I can be forgiven under the circumstances. My wife, all right?
Oh, you're probably a better judge than we are, but she seems to be, yes.
Yes.
OK, in your own time.
Yes, right. Well, Jane and I had just come back from a charity fundraising ball for St. Hugh's, ironically. And the doorbell goes, and I'm suddenly pushed inside by 2 men, carrying an injured man.
Michael Royal. Did you know him?
No.
And the 2 men?
No.
You catch their names?
No.
Can you describe them?
Well, one was stocky, dark hair, moustache, hadn't shaved. Mid-20s. The other one, early 40s, greying, pale face, thin, 6'1". Royal?
Yep.
Was in a very bad way. He'd lost a lot of blood. There wasn't much I could do except get him to hospital, but they wouldn't let me.
They didn't say why.
Go on.
Well, I only had my medical bag. Not much in there.
So you had to go back to the health centre?
Yes, look, I'm sorry I had to deceive your officers like that, but I'd been told. They'd made it very clear what would happen to my wife if I called the police.
So what happened when you got back to the house?
Well, Royal was worse. Well, I knew the police. I knew it would be long before they arrived. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't take that risk. I thought if I warned them, curried favour, they might leave and let me take Royal to hospital. But no, it's into the car.
Your car? Have you any idea why they came to you?
I've no idea.
And you've never been approached to treat somebody like this before?
Never.
Where did you go when you left the house?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they made Jane drive. I don't know. Round and round. Couldn't make up their minds what to do.
What to do? If Royal was dying and you couldn't save him, what options did they have?
I mean, Royal had been shot. I mean, a pistol or something, and the bullet was still inside.
Inside him?
They wanted me to get it out.
What?
They didn't care how. They just wanted the bullet.
Then they must have known who shot him.
I don't know.
And, did you get it out?
Look, if possible, my wife doesn't know anything about this. I mean, well, she was taken out of the car while the older one stayed with me. Wasn't exactly pretty, but yes.
Was he still alive?
No.
What happened to the bullet?
Well, he just took it and left. Well, Jane, I told her to drive to the hospital as fast as possible. Look, she doesn't know anything. I think that she thinks that Royal was still alive until we got to the hospital.
Those descriptions ring any bells?
Could the older one be Dougie McIntyre?
He's only got one ear, isn't he?
I know.
Yeah, Montague and his wife are spot on. They're not going to miss something like that, are they?
So why would anyone go to so much trouble to protect a Tom called Annabelle?
Especially if Royal was her pimp.
Well, the girl's our main suspect. We'll go with her.
Eddie must know her.
Wake him up.
It's what they call nouvelle cuisine.
I need a leak. Have you seen anywhere?
Upstairs, I think.
Hey! Hey, come here. Who are you? Hold it.
Annabelle?
Where'd you get that?
There.
I'm going to enjoy his explanation for this one. Dr. Montague.
Yes.
I'm sorry to bother you. I know it's been a long night, what with one thing and another. But we've just arrested someone who's claiming to be your daughter. This way.
Darling, are you all right?
Yes.
She was found with a silver cigar box and a cigarette case.
It's okay.
Can we take her home now?
She was also found with what we believe to be traces of crack cocaine in her pocket.
Is there anything in this statement you'd like to change?
No. My daughter's got her fair share of problems, but she's got nothing to do with this.
How'd you know that?
Because I was there. She wasn't.
Yeah, but you weren't at the Cranley Arms, were you?
No. If you want to descend to the schoolboy level, nor were you. But I know my daughter.
I'm sure you do. Well, we'll have to have another talk now.
Sir. Come on, up you go. No, I'm sorry, you'll have to wait there, please. Here you go.
Does your daughter know Michael Royal?
Not to my knowledge.
We have a witness who saw her this evening in the Cranley Arms begging Royal for crack.
That is rubbish.
And do you know what she did when Royal wouldn't give her any? She offered herself to anybody in the bar who'd have her.
Not
for
Annabelle.
20 quid.
No.
Do you know how many takers she had?
What?
None. Not one. It's pathetic, isn't it? You knew Royal, didn't you?
No.
He was her pimp.
No.
What was it like, eh? What was it like? You open the door and there he is, the man who's caused your daughter so much misery. There he is, dying, and you've got to save him.
I'm a doctor.
And you're her father. You did everything you could because you knew that if Royal died, your daughter would be facing a murder charge.
That is not true.
Where's the bullet?
I've told you I've
Gave it to the man who brought Royal to my house.
What men? What men? Oh, yes, you and your wife gave us very good descriptions, excellent descriptions. The only trouble is, nobody here recognises them.
Well, I don't know who they were. They brought Royal
Where did
round.
Annabelle get the gun?
What?
Without the bullet, we can't prove that the gun Annabelle had was the murder weapon. She's not as thorough as you, though, is she? She's probably just thrown it away any old place. You couldn't take the risk that we might find it.
That is not true.
What did you do with the bullet?
I've told you already.
You didn't seem surprised to see her parents. All dressed up and covered in blood.
That's their business.
And what's your business? Theft? Prostitution? 20 quid a trick? Where'd you get your crack? Michael Royal? Ever heard of him?
No.
He's a crack dealer.
Thanks for the tip.
Shame he doesn't give it to you for free. You have to buy it now.
Ooh, ouch.
Did you ever take him back to see the family? You must have enjoyed seeing the reaction to that.
I don't know him.
Royal died tonight. He died in the back of your parents' car.
Oh, dear.
You were seen with him tonight at the Cranley Arms, where he was shot.
Really?
It's a bit of a coincidence. Royal ending up at your father's place.
He's a doctor.
There's plenty of other doctors. Why pick him?
Takes care of people. He has patients. He's a doctor.
How did they know where he lived? They don't go to his house.
Oh, nothing's ever too much trouble when it comes to helping the sick.
Or helping his daughter.
Oh, yes, he's Mr. Bloody Wonderful, isn't he? Especially when it comes to his patients.
The power of the prescription.
They all love the good doctor, and he laps it up. Oh, shame such short-term remedies don't work at home.
No?
Oh, emotion, oh, no. Mustn't get close to that. A nasty disease, guard against it. Yes, much better, much safer.
Annabelle, did you shoot Michael Royal?
£10. That's what somebody offered me. I've got to be worth more than that, haven't I? £10.
Did you shoot Michael Royal?
Daddy takes care of people. Well, he's going to take care of me now.
Well, that's it. Even if we find the gun, he's taken a bloody bullet.
We can't even prove he's done that.
He's picked the wrong night to get me out of bed. How long has your daughter been a crack addict?
I don't know.
But you knew she was?
Yes.
What did you do about it? She'd been into drugs for long?
No. Oh, not seriously. More as a protest.
Against?
Oh, me, her mother, society, education, background. What most teenagers grow out of. Annabelle never did.
A crack is serious, isn't it? The speed with which it takes someone over. And you knew that Royal was Annabelle's supplier.
I didn't know Royal. I didn't mention Annabelle because she's got nothing to do with this.
Is that the way you deal with things? Deny it for long enough and it'll go away. That's what your daughter thinks you do.
My daughter is ill, in the grip of something which is beyond her control.
Really? How come? What screwed her up in the first place? You and your daughter close? See, I was just wondering if she's worth the effort.
Stupid question.
Really? Well, here you are, you and your wife, lying through your back teeth, perverting the course of justice, trying to save her neck. And what's she doing? She's back at the house nicking the family silver.
I'm not ashamed of wanting to protect my own daughter.
Shouldn't you have said, I'm not ashamed to show my daughter some understanding? It's not your protection she needs. It's your help.
Well, sometimes with a bullet it can ricochet off a bone. End up somewhere completely different. I mean, completely different to where it went in. But not in Royal's case. Well, by luck, I could tell where it was. And when he died, well, it wasn't easy in the back of a car, but
Where did Annabelle get the gun?
it was Royal's.
And the two men?
Well, they brought Royal round and said what had happened. I tried. I did my best to save him, but they wouldn't let me take him to hospital.
When did he die?
Shortly after I got back from the surgery. Oh, the others had gone. Yes, there were false descriptions. And Jane and I got Royal into the back of the car. Drove somewhere quiet, under an arch. Jane held the torch.
Where's the bullet now?
In my car. In the windscreen washer of my car.
Can I go now?
Afraid not, love.
Hasn't Daddy taken care of it?
Well, he's taken care of it all right. At last.